Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of September for Cancer. So wherever you happen to have a Cancer in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Cancer, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. We are getting messages from our guides and our angels this month of September, and the angel says a spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So your guides and your angels are letting you know they are working overtime behind the scenes on your behalf for your highest and greatest good. Now please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. It may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. So I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. The messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Cancer, you are getting a bonus in this month's reading. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on last month's reading. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run the numbers up on this reading. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, purchase something off of my wish list, whether it's a card deck, something for my household, or something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below, so make sure you check that out. All right, before we get to cards, we are going to get an Enchantress guide message from the Spirit board. So, all right, Spirit, Cancer, September 2025, an Enchantress guide message. What is it that Cancer needs to know? Oh, all right, abundance. Sign me up for that. The enchantment for abundance. Meditate on what you want to attain or expand in your life. Try to let go of any illusions that may be blocking you from feeling that you deserve to have all that you desire. Know that by having more, you are not taking away from others. There is more than enough to go around. The abundance of the universe symbolizes the abundance that is all around us and within us. To tap into this energy, perform this visualization and affirmation. Get comfortable. Imagine a big golden cone like a funnel above you with huge amounts of wealth cascading through it, pouring down all around you. Say, Enchantress, thank you for the wealth headed my way. I am grateful each and every day. Ooh, yes, I love it. Enchantress, thank you for the wealth headed my way. I am grateful each and every day. Know that you are a magnet and that you can attract an abundance of wonderful opportunities easily and effortlessly. Yes, I love that. Claiming all of the good things all of the time. More is coming. More is always coming. You know, everything always works out for me. I heard that as well. All right, let's get some influence of the angels tarot messages here for you this month of September, Cancer. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times and in all ways. So let's see what else Cancer needs to know this month of September. Okay. First we have, the number 3, the Empress. I am in my Empress era. You also have the 8 of Cups coming in. Cups is water. Water is the power of your emotions. Cups is, water. So water, you got 2 of Cups here as well as your element showing up for you. The Empress is, your divine feminine energy. And we also have the 7 of Wands, and Wands is fire. Fire represents the power of taking action. All right, the Empress, major arcana here. So hopefully I say this right. Omael is the guardian angel of fertility. O-M-A-E-L. I'm not sure if I said that right. And reproduction. She is known for her love and protection of animals and the natural world. Symbols, flowers, and fruits. Nurturing something to its full potential. The abundance and bounty of nature, sensory, and experience. So on her necklace she has the symbol for female womanhood. Ooh, we also see a rabbit here. Domestication, being cared for, traditional symbol of fertility. We have a cherub with wheat, a baby angel delivering God's abundance. Ooh, I love that. And we have the cabbage, basic nourishment. Some direct meanings: mother figure, nurturing, fostering growth and development. Earthy creativity, understanding the natural order of things, practical, enjoying the senses, appreciating the natural world and its abundance. And you already had the enchantment for abundance as well. Now some shadow meanings: unhealthy smothering, living vicariously through others, especially one's own children, and overindulgence. But the angelic message: learn about those under your nurturing care so you provide only what they need to thrive. Always keep in mind that too much love and care can stunt growth, while too little or insufficient care can cause wildness, like wasted potential of an untamed plant. Ooh, okay. We gotta keep it in balance, you guys, which when it comes to our children can be a little harder to do. All right, we have the 8 of Cups, and 8s are about recognizing our limitations and either moving past them or staying within their bounds. So symbols, we have cups. Each cup is bone dry. Whatever was once inside is now gone. Whatever emotion was once inside has now evaporated. This symbolizes feeling drained and empty. We have angels. One angel in the top left lingers behind with the cups, while the other here in the bottom left flies in front of the man. They represent the past and future. We can see the sky. Sunset and dusk signal that a cycle is ending. We have the church, belief systems, personal philosophy. We have the man as he walks away from the cups and the church. Down the road toward his future, he leaves behind what no longer serves him. He is weary and may even feel a bit hopeless, but he's not only walking away, he's walking toward something else led by an angel. He now has the opportunity to look within and discover new answers and truths. Take note that the man's appearance resembles the introspective hermit. So, the hermit is the energy of Virgo. So, maybe going within and being introspective, taking your time to heal. Direct meanings: weary and ready for change, moving away from something because it no longer serves its purpose or has stopped working in a functional, healthy way. Moving toward something better, taking time to be alone, using the solitude to identify, clarify personal values. Shadow meaning: never being satisfied or quickly becoming dissatisfied. Your angelic message: when the time has come to move on, the angels will be with you. And when you're weary, be open to spiritual guidance to help you on your way. Ooh, I love that, you guys. Such a powerful message. All right, we have the Two of Cups. Twos represent duality and balance, two things coming together. So symbols: we have two cups clinking in a toast, mutual good feelings, celebration. We have angels up here. These his and her angels indicate that the two people bring their own distinct strengths with them as they join together. Direct meanings: being compatible with another person, union, coming together, partnership. Emotional connection: being drawn or attracted to something or someone. Shadow meaning: a relationship that is too close, smothering. You had that with the Empress as well as part of her shadow meaning. Unhealthy codependence and enabling. The angelic message: may your union be blessed and your commitment to one another stay strong. Yes, all the days of your lives. So, all right, Seven of Wands. So, sevens pertain to challenges, responsibility, and personal development. So we have this woman here, strong and tough. She does not bend under pressure. She represents having the conviction and confidence to defend oneself and one's position. Her posture represents stand your ground. She has a sword worn on the woman's belt for all to see. The sword represents convictions and beliefs that are proudly worth defending. We see 6 wands here at the bottom. The wands are the opposition. They represent an attack, confrontation, or challenge. The woman's shield and wand are tools and methods used to defend oneself. Elevated ground. The woman stands slightly above those who attack her, showing that she is different and apart from the rest of the crowd. It represents having a distinct, perhaps unique and firm position about an issue. Ground is also a legal word meaning basis, premise, or reason, as in grounds for divorce. We see the angel up here. It's kind of hard to see up there in that corner, but you got an angel in every single card, and 2 in the 8 of Cups and 2 in the 2 of Cups. So the angel provides spiritual and emotional support and helps to strengthen her convictions. Direct meanings: defending yourself and your position, standing your ground, standing up for what you believe, being up to the challenge, handling, not avoiding conflict. Shadow meanings: always wanting to squabble or argue, thinking you're always right, never admitting you're wrong, stubborn, everything is contentious. The angelic message: may you always know what to fight for and when to fight for it. You know, learning to pick your battles wisely here, you guys. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department here for you this month of September, Cancer. This can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, I really love the people I get to work with, interact with, or you know, even your hobbies, that is all included. We do have woman, you know, the Empress, dealings or relationship with a woman. Now, she can be anywhere in your relationship. She could even be to describe yourself. If you're like, you know what, I am a woman, I am the Empress, I am this strong, independent woman. All right, we do have the Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So, you know, the 8 of Cups, he is moving on to bigger and better things. She is having to stand her ground. It did say grounds of divorce within that 7 of Wands as well. So it could be a time of coming together, or, you know, deciding, you know, this is not what I want for myself anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone is going to die. Could September be someone's birthday or the anniversary of their passing? Yes, it totally could. We also have the Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. So, you know, they blow like a feather on the breeze. Here today, gone tomorrow. So, you know, maybe that's another reason you're really having to stand up and go another way. You also have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. I'm also hearing you could be unequally yoked, you know, having different beliefs or views on things. And, you know, when it was charming in the beginning, now it's not so much, and you have to feel like you're always on the defensive, defending yourself. And, you know, that does get old, that does get tiring. So, you know, choose to walk away if that's what you're feeling led to do. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you this month of September, Cancer. You know, I always like to know what's going on with my money. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like, how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your accounts? I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Show me the money, honey. All right, we do have the Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. So, you know, as long as we're alive, we're going to have risk, and we're going to have to decide if it's worth it or not. Ask your guides and angels about it. You know, wait until they give you the green light on something, okay? Don't just rush out where your angels can't go. We do have the gavel involvement with the law, so, you know, this could definitely be divorce, custody, what else? Maybe someone's taking you to court to determine that you're the father of the baby, you know, Maury, contacting Maury. Hopefully you guys are all old enough to understand that you are not the father, you know, that sort of thing. If you have a lead foot, make sure you slow down, you know, don't bring trouble down on yourself, you guys. You do have the wishbone. A wish will be granted here. So one that is from the heart, from the soul. You do have the desk for pay attention to your work. So, you know, you may need to slow down, you know, read the fine print, make sure all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, everything is on the up and up, that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, you know exactly what you're signing before you sign it. You do have lobster here for financial pinch, but you know, for me personally, I'm like, if you can afford lobster, if you got lobster money, then you're not doing too bad for yourself, unless you're living outside or above your means, and that's a whole other thing. And that lobster's like, I will pinch you with both these dadgum claws. So you know, and a third claw up there as well. So, you know, ooh, you guys, you may really want to watch what you're spending and look at where your money is going. Really check your statements. You know, is the mathin', you know, that sort of thing. Maybe you can cancel things like subscriptions or apps that you're not even using, that you're paying for, and that's a little more jingle back in your own pocket. You may have to tell people no, Spirit is saying here, and I know that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt you. But, you know, at the end of the day, you have to take care of your business first. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you this month of September, Cancer. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes? Use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to, you know, like, I would love to live and coast on Easy Street just for a little bit. Set my address up on Easy Street. Thank you, please. All right, we have the scales for keep your life in balance. Not the first time that has come up. Everything requires balance, you guys. And whenever the scales come in, I feel Libra energy. So you could have Libra in your birth chart. You could be dealing with a Libra, someone with Libra in their birth chart. And it's totally okay if you don't know. You know, we're not going to know everyone's, but well, the Hermit is the Hermit is Virgo. Virgo's the end of August, first part of September. Libra is the last part of September to the first part of October. So, you know, that time frame, you guys. So the seeds that you planted in August, you know, it could be coming to fruition September, October. You know, things are just unfolding, you guys, and we have to watch and wait sometimes. We have the Whale, great worry over nothing here, you guys. Are you making mountains out of molehills, turning a small fish into a great big whale? You know, relax, you know, things are going to work out for you. Trust and believe. We have the Dog, protection from a powerful friend. So, you know, you fall under the umbrella of their protection, and you know, they are gonna stand up with you. You know, like, you ain't gonna treat my person that way. You're not gonna talk about my friend that way. Like, you better not. We have the Peacock, beware of great pride. So, you know, if you are feeling this financial pinch and you need help, sometimes you may have to swallow your pride and ask for it. You know, you're always there to rescue other people, to help other people. So, you know, you should be able to rely on them as well. I know you got the feathers, someone you know is undependable. You know, like cut them people out, you know, quit doing for them, quit going above and beyond. You know, you give, and they take without giving anything in return, and that is not right. That is not fair. All right, let's get some messages from the moon here. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases. From new to full, she is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for Cancer this month of September. We have emotions are running high, super moon coming in. And we have a new start is coming, new moon. You know, like we said, something has to end so something new can begin. Something new wants to take off in a big way for you. Maybe you got to get out of your own way here a little bit. All right, super moon. Emotions are running high. Let's see if I can find it. Sometimes, you know, you think it would be in one spot and it's in another, but I like to be able to tell you guys like the affirmations and stuff. So emotions are running high, super moon. Our resolution to your question is closer than you may think. So, you know, like I said earlier, things are still unfolding. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. That literally, and you know, the something exciting lies ahead. The angel is guiding you toward this. Speak to the goddess, ask for her assistance. Attune to the moon. Success is close. I just must trust. So yeah, and sometimes trust can be a hard thing, you guys, but have your guides and your angels ever let you down? You know, when you think of it that way, it's like, no, they haven't. All right, a new start is coming, new moon. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Be more mindful, be more aware that you are literally manifesting all the time. So really check in with your thoughts and your feelings. You know, if you're like, man, this stuff coming at me, like it's all right, but man, it's kind of wonky or it's not so great, you know. So you got to check in with your thoughts and your feelings there. Forget about the past. You know, there's nothing there for you. Them cups are bone dry, honey. All right, attune to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. So, you know, you have to believe it in order to see it and in order to achieve it, you guys. All right, let's get a spirit animal guide here for you this month of September, Cancer. Let's see what animal has a message for you. Ooh, look at that crown and look at that butterfly. There's even a butterfly in the crown there as well. Princess of Spring, energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. It is the monarch butterfly there. I love it. Maybe you asked for butterflies to show up, you know, when your breakthrough or new love or, you know, whatever it is, you're like, Spirit, universe, show me butterflies when something is getting closer to happening for me. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. I love that, you guys. You know, butterflies are symbols of change, of growth, of transformation, of life, and you have a lot of life left to live. So, all right, let's get some fairy dust messages here for you, Cancer, for this month of September. Let's see what the fairies want you to know for Cancer. All right, we'll go with that one. Fairy wings. Ooh, okay, and keep going. you gotta keep going. That is coming through loud and clear. Fairy wings in the forest, small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. Ooh, okay. We also have keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. You know, that's why in that Eight of Cups it says, you know, the hermit there, he separates himself, he isolates himself so that he can, you know, have that calm, have that peace, and then, you know, his higher self can speak to him without all the mumbo jumbo, the noise of life. All right, let's get some star seeds mini deck messages here for you, Cancer, for this month of September. Let's see what else you need to know here, Cancer. Star seed messages. Ooh, you literally got star seed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Yes, you are a natural nurturer, and the world needs all the positive, loving light energy it can get. We have reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Now, up there with that Two of Cups, you know, they coincide with the lovers, you know, soulmate energy coming together and finding yourself in another person, commitment, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, it starts with the Two of Cups and goes to the Ten of Cups, which is your happily ever after. But it takes work to get there now, doesn't it? Like your whole lifetime. So, and remind yourself, it's your happily ever after, however it looks to you personally. So not everyone's is going to look exactly the same, and that's perfectly okay. All right, bonus angel answers. So this is another way for your guides and your angels to connect with you. Maybe you have questions and they're like, well, let me see if I can answer that for you. And apparently they have one, because that one flew out. You literally have romance coming in here. You know, do your healing work, do your shadow, you know, work, you guys. You know, we all have things that we need to work on, and none of us are perfect, right? I mean, I'm pretty close. Just kidding, I'm far from, but you know, I work on myself a little bit more each day, so I feel like I'm a little better than the person I was even yesterday. So, you know, be open and ready to receive, and put a balance, put your strong, healthy boundaries in place. You know, draw that line in the sand and do not let them cross it. Do not lower your standards for anyone else, you guys. So, all right, Cancer, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with a razzle dazzle, especially if you would like a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and I am so very grateful and thankful to each and every single one of you. All right, Cancer, may you find that your guides and your angels are assisting you. They are, you know, the universe hears you. Your guides and your angels hear you. You have to activate them. You do have to give them permission to act on your behalf. So, you know, yeah, you got some things going on here. So you have to really remember who you are. Fix your crown and carry on, you know. Pay attention to your work. Slow down. You know, there is a wish that will be granted. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You know, don't be reckless is something Spirit is giving me here as well. Don't live outside of your means. I know that's easier said than done, especially with the way it seems like everything costs so much, and you know, the pay doesn't match the cost of living, you know, things like that. So it's really hard not to do that, right? The scales, make them tip in your favor, you guys. Keep things in balance. You work hard, you need to play hard, rest hard, you know. Don't let your pride puff you up so much where you won't ask anyone for help or assistance when you really need it, you guys. And you know, because this dog person, they're like, honey, I have you. All you have to do is let me know. And I feel like this person is very intuitive as well and can pick up on things. So you know, they're definitely someone you can vent to, someone you can trust with your secrets. You know, they're not this feather person at all. Those are two totally different people. So know that you are loved and you are supported. All right, Cancer, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.